What's up, everybody? Undead Superhero bringing you more Darkest Dungeon. Alright, let's do this. We are in week 1. Finished the tutorial. We got our 4 guys. Well, 4 people, because these 2 are actually female. Doesn't look like it, but I guess it kind of does. Not really. Anyways, so we got our Crusader, who he kind of fits the bill of a tank. There's a button down here, you can actually change the way they look. He kind of seems like he'd be a tank, but he doesn't really take that much damage. But nonetheless, he's pretty good. Here we have Dismas, the highwayman. He's a melee slash range fighter, which we saw. And let's see. There we go. Pithau or Pithu, Plague Doctor, does the poisons and stuff like that, like we were talking about before. So as you can see up here, it shows you their preferred position. As you change your different abilities, because you can only have 4, so you can see, where is it? Like, say if we were to rock this and this one, because it shows that we can use it in slot 1 and 2. His preferred position will get moved up a little bit more. It's based on your abilities solely, like what slot that person has to be in to use those abilities. So it's pretty helpful. Doesn't mean that you have to specifically use them in that slot, but it's definitely good to go by that. And then we have Peveril, the Vestal. She's pretty much our clutch healer. She can do a blanket heal, AoE across everybody, as well as a single heal for a little bit more. She also has this one ability right here, Judgment. Does pretty decent damage. It's only reduced by 20%. But it also, if it lands, will heal her for 3 health. But that's at rank 1, of course. But anyways, let's jump right into it. Let's embark.
Mecca of madness and morbidity.
Yeah, I'm restless too.
Begins.
So as you can see, we have 5 different areas. We have the Ruins, the Weld, the Warrens, the Cove, and Darkest Dungeon. Now, that's kind of the order that you're supposed to go in, but after we finish 1 or 2 in the Ruins, it'll actually unlock everything. And you can see we can actually select this. And let's see if they do it. There you go. I beg you, no. It's suicide. No, not me. This quest is beyond my experience. So yeah, you can see it's level 6. It's the highest difficulty. So because they were level 1 and 0, they'll tell you like they're not going to do it. See, it'll even warn you. But over here, we have Apprentice level 1 mission. This is perfect for us. Our goals are to explore 90% of the rooms, and let's see, we get a health stone, which is an accessory they can wear. Plus 10% max HP, minus 1 speed. We get some crests and some gold. Let's do this. Let's provision up, get us some items to bring with us.
Of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
So this is kind of like a risk yields reward type thing, but there is a little leniency. So say if we took all 18 food items that we can buy, if we don't use them all, it'll actually get sold back at the very end. So we will see a little bit of return on it. So it's definitely a good idea to take more than what you need. But I don't get why there's a limit on certain items. It's kind of strange to me. From what I saw in a really earlier build, it was unlimited. But because it's a short dungeon, we're only going to take 12 food. We'll take a shovel. You can see we already actually have 2 items. This is supplied by the Crusader and I believe the Plague Doctor. Some classes will actually supply certain provisions already, but only like a certain amount of them. So we'll take another anti-venom, a couple bandages, holy water I'm not too worried about. We'll get some torches. We only need 4, we should be good. And a key. It's good enough. Probably won't even use all that. So as we're going around, there are certain times that'll pop where it'll say your party's hungry and you'll have to consume food. And there's 4 people, so that's 4 items of food. Well, if you consume, or if you hit okay to eat the food, you'll gain health, of course, and you'll be okay. But if you choose not to and you starve them, you'll actually take stress. And that's a big no-no. The hero panel. Right-click on a hero's image or portrait at any time to bring up a detailed panel showing all of the hero's quirks, skills, and resistances. So yeah, you can right-click on the character. I guess you can't right-click on the portrait. Whatever. Anyways. So you can see it's a little bit bigger than the 2 rooms that we did before. So we got to select a destination room on the map, so let's get going. It's our first hallway. So he's already taken stress, and can't remember why the heck is that? Fascinated with injury, wounds, and torture. Fascinated with corpses. Plus 1%. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't know why he's just constantly taking stress already. So this is a curio right here. You salvage the unburned torch.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
So I honestly don't care to even take these. If you right-click it while it's right here, it'll automatically use it.
Is struck. A blazing star is born.
So you can see up here, as we're walking, our torch is going down. At each time we go to another tile, another little space. Well, there's benefits for having your light at certain levels. When it's higher, you have better chances of scouting out the area ahead of you to see what's coming up as far as traps, ambushes, curios, and what's in the rooms to come. And also you have a chance of surprising monsters. When you surprise monsters, it'll actually allow you, all of your party, to attack first. So this is a treasure room. Anytime there's like curio, treasure, stuff like that, you're always going to be doing battle. So we can tracking shot him, get a damage buff. Probably won't even get that far and need it. Here we go, our Noxious Blast. So we can put some blight on one of these 2 people. There we go. And it was his turn and he's already dead. That easy. We'll heal that back up. Oh, and we critted. So there you go. You see that gold, or that glow? That's the stress reducing.
Back to the pit.
Easy enough. So unlock strongbox. A long forgotten strongbox sits on the cold stone floor. Its contents unknown. So it is unlocked, so we won't need to use a skeleton key to unlock it. But it could be trapped, and what you can do is you can drag an item onto it. That item had no effect. So now if it was trapped to do bleed, that would have fixed it. Could do anti-venom. That item had no effect. So I don't think it's even trapped. That was kind of a waste of items, but it was just showing. Just to show. So we'll keep moving on. Now, I will tell you this, Grape Shot Blast with his AoE and Zealous Accusation with that AoE. AoE is pretty good, but you really should only use it if...
Even the cold stone
also,
seems bent
this is
on
what shovels are
preventing
for. It's to clear obstacles. You can do it by hand, but that'll actually take damage to your health as well as you'll gain stress. So we'll use the shovel to avoid all that. But the thing is, with AoE, you're actually doing less damage. So damage modifier minus 40%. His is minus 60%. You should really only use AoE if one of the targets that are getting hit are gonna be killed. That's the only reason why. Because 9 times out of 10, you're better off doing just straight line damage. There are some cases, like with the Plague Doctor, like doing Plague Grenade, his AoE putting blight on multiple people. If you're putting a dot on multiple people, that's perfect. You should do that 9 times out of 10. So we'll do tracking shot. Get that damage buff. Eldritch Pull. Crits.
Injury.
And move resist. So the Eldritch Pull would have actually grabbed her and pulled her up, I believe. Oh, I can't check it. Anyways, I believe it would pull her up 2 spaces. So then she wouldn't be able to use like certain abilities like heal and stuff by being so far up. So that's why I was saying in the last episode, you're definitely better off targeting slots 3 and 4 first. So we'll hit her with the Plague Grenade. There we go, we got the blight on her. Dodging it like a champ. We'll heal up. Once you get that ability that heals as well as does damage, it's pretty good to use when everybody's full health, because it just can attack all slots, and that's pretty damn good. Alright, we're not going to waste our time with... Actually, I'll show this off. I'll do an AoE. So you can see right here, this little plus sign, that's showing that these two are both going to get attacked. Alright, so we got our 12% damage buff, so let's see what we can do on her. So, she is going to take 4 damage. She has that 9 health left. So if we can do 5 points to her on this shot, take her down to 4, 8, perfect. So when it becomes her turn, she's done. AoE heal. There, she's gone. Don't even have to worry about her. Get a Noxious Blast in on one of these guys, and it critted. Perfect. So he's going to be done too, because he only has 2 health left. So we're just going to worry about this guy. He's done.
As the enemy crumbles.
So corpses. When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles and will eventually go away on their own. You can attack corpses to destroy them faster, but often a better approach is to use range skills, push-pull skills, and even corpse-clearing special skills that some heroes possess. Monsters killed with bleed, blight, or crits leave no corpses at all. And there you go, he dies.
Unforeseen, unforgiving.
So he should have... Okay, he doesn't have it on this one. Alright, so this Disorienting Blast, it is a stun, but also at the very bottom it says enemy party, clear all corpses. So that's one of those corpse clearing skills, and it'll clear every single corpse, even if you're just targeting another person, which is awesome. Saves a lot of time, a lot of hassle. Alright, so we got a scouting pop. So I'll zoom in here so we can take a look. So we're in this room where the torch is at, and we got to go to one of these two. So we have a curio here, as well as one here. This room, it has a curio, but with a room battle. And this one has a room battle, but with treasure. So I think we're going to go the treasure route, because we want to rack up some money quick. The torch. The light is fading. The current torch level greatly affects many mechanics in the game. The darker it gets, the harder things get, but the better the rewards. Right-click on a torch from inventory to boost the light back up. So yeah, as I was saying, so now you can see it's changed. So with the light lower than what it was before, we now are getting extra stress. Monsters have extra accuracy and damage. We have an extra chance for us to be surprised, but we also have better chances at loot and also to land crits. So you're better off just running the torch at max, or even running it at the lowest. But the thing is, if you shift click, we can reduce the torch, so we have increased loot and increased player crits as well, but everything else is increased. We're going to take more stress damage. Don't care to deal with that right now. Grab this.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Another thing to keep in mind is if you're running at completely dark without a torch, you actually do have a chance for a special boss to appear. He's called the Collector, and at low levels, he can be a serious problem. He, I believe, has like 80 health, and just keeps spawning ads in front of him and takes the 4th slot. So the only person that's going to be hitting him is going to be Dismas with his range shot and your plague grenades. Because you can see these guys have like 10, 15, and 13 health. So 80 health is going to take a long ass time. So we'll take care of their damage dealer first. At 12, I wonder... we don't have extra crits, so I'm not going to try to do that much damage on that shot. So we'll just take the buff. Only has 5 health left. And we're going to try to stun this guy because he can stack some bleeds pretty quickly. And he resisted it, of course. Do a little healing action. Yeah, run for the old gods. So this will actually cause a bleed if I don't resist. Yep, there we go. It's only 1 point, but still kind of a pain in the ass when people are landing crits like that.
The end approaches.
What a douche nozzle. So, normally I would attack this guy because he was at 5 health to get him down below that 4 health threshold. So the poison will kill him. But because he already took a turn this round, I'm not even going to worry about him because the next round he's going to die off and not be able to get another attack. So we're just going to focus on the front 2 guys now. So there we go. We got poison on him. We got our damage buff. Now it lasts for 2 rounds, so we have that buff for this round and the next round. So we can overlay it with another one. So next round we would have plus 24% damage, 12 accuracy, 5 or 10% crit. Just for that 1 round, because the first stack will fade off on the 3rd round. So you can stack them if you keep going in succession, but we can get these guys down fast enough. Just like that.
This is how a life is taken.
Your hero is bleeding. If you wish, you can use a bandage from inventory to stop the flow. Right click on the bandage while it's the injured hero's turn. So we can use a bandage, stop the bleeding, stun this fool. There we go. So now it's his turn. He was stunned though, so he can't go. We need to heal up our plague doctor.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
And we'll go one more time on him. And this should probably be pretty close to being game. Nope. There we go. See, we can't use our shot because he's in the 1st slot, so we'll just use open vein
As the
and done.
fiend falls, while a faint hope blossoms.
So I'm not going to waste any more items on trying to dispel any traps. So you can see our Plague Doctor actually has a 60% blight resist. So we're just going to use him by selecting him and have him use the chest. It's traps. Oh, it was bleed. It's kind of luck of the draw, but oh well. So let's keep going. Already running a little bit long on time. Yep, so you can see we have a trap in the next tile, which is right here. So if you see a trap, you'll see a trap disarm icon pop up on all your characters, so you can see who has the best chance. 60%, 90%, 60, 50. So we're going to use Dismas. He wasn't able to disarm the trap on a 90%. That's just bad RNG. That was terrible, but whatever. We're okay. Because we have plenty of food, so he can eat up. And I'm gonna try to go a little faster because I'm hoping to keep these videos down under like 10-15 minutes, maybe 25-30 being for like the longer ones. I know these first few videos are going to be kind of lengthy just due to explaining a lot of stuff because there is a lot to this game.
Beyond measure.
Wow.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy.
This is another scripted mission, but I guess the loot's random because I normally only get 2 food there, not 8. That's crazy. Screw it. Let's eat up. Can she eat? Nope. They're all at full health. Okay. So yeah, the reason why you get food there is because one of these tiles up here, you'll get hungry and need to eat. There it is. Yeah, see, you can see it's scripted. Hunger. The exertions of adventuring have produced a growing hunger amongst the party. Eat 4 food, regain 5% health. Eat nothing, take 20% damage plus stress damage. We'll eat the food. Alright. Now, we did skip this room over here, but that's okay because all we're supposed to do on this is explore 90% of the rooms. So, 90% of 6 actually falls over 5, so we only need to explore 5 rooms. So we'll head here, and it looks like all we got left ahead of us is an obstacle. And luckily we brought 2 shovels, so we'll have that one last one for this final blockade. Oh shit.
Tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
Well, I clicked the wrong button, and it looks like our witch doctor is going to be close to becoming afflicted. And black as pitch. 4 on stress, 3 on monsters accuracy and damage, 3 on hero surprise, but 3 on loot and 3 on player crits. Let's do this. This is going to be interesting since we have no more torches. I can't believe I screwed up. Wow, they got surprised. That works out in our favor. So this is a new one right here, this bone Quartiere. He's a bitch because... Oh, it's not showing his skills. Oh, it only shows skills that they've already used. He has this one ability called Tempting Goblet. It does very little damage to your health, but it does a lot of stress damage that you don't want to deal with. So we're going to be focusing him at most because our Plague Doctor is close to being afflicted. And I do like my Plague Doctors. I don't want him becoming afflicted because that's just going to be a pain in the ass to take care of. So we'll heal up everybody. And let's see. We'll do Bulwark of Faith. It adds +6 to our torch and also gives me plus 25% protection, and it marks me. So hopefully they'll be focusing him and nobody else. Because it's, yep, there we go, Tempting Goblet on our Vestal. So yeah, you can see it did a chunk of stress damage. He dodged it, that's good. There we go. And our front 2 row enemies are going to be going for our Crusader. Damn, I'm dodging a lot. There we go. Took him out, perfect. So he already does have 1 stackable blight, so 4 damage per round. Now he's at 8 damage per round, but he is at 9 health, so as long as we get him within 8, we're going to be good, because on his next turn, he's done. There we go. Just clockwork. Gotta get some vape, and let's see, let's go for... Now he does have an ability called Deadweight that does a stun, and it moves his target back 1, so we're going to try to keep him stunned, because it is a little bit of a pain in the ass. We do still have our damage buff. Oh, I don't even know why I tried bleeding him. So Undead, you can see he has 180% resistance to bleed at the bottom there. You can't bleed Undead. You can blight the shit out of them, but you can't bleed them. And I don't know why I tried to do that. Totally forgot. Seems like that Graveyard Slash lands a lot of crits. Now we could try to stun him again, but he does have a buff here. Plus 40% stun resist. Anytime somebody gets stunned, they get a stun resist buff for the next turn. So you can't like perpetually have them stunned. So, I don't know, how much health does he have? 6? Zealous Accusation, we could probably land the crit. Nope, and we didn't. So that was a waste. Oh, that works. I forgot about the blight. Noxious Blast. We We can't shoot him, so might as well just do our open vein, even though we're not getting the bleed on him.
This expedition at least promises success.
So we got some pretty much valuables that are going to be sold off, some money. We got some upgrade items. These are the crest, these are the bus. So we'll head back to the hamlet. Victory, the scout mission. And we did get our quest rewards. 3,000 gold, 4 crests, and a Hellstone accuracy accessory. We're wearing accuracy. So we got some resolved XP, and we got some quirks. Let's see, hard noggin, plus 15% stun resist, that's good. Prone to investigating the dark arts, that's kind of a pain in the ass. He's faded, chance to turn any miss into a hit. That's pretty awesome, I haven't seen that one yet. Natural swing, plus 5 accuracy. Alright, stagecoach upgrades are vital to the long-term health of your roster.
The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
Yeah, sorry about that noise. That's my e-cig. Alright, so negative quirks do become severe and get a skull next to them, just as it says right there. So let's see. Whoops, we gotta close this out. There we go. So now you can see God-fearing is locked in. It's not permanently locked in, it's just gonna be more expensive to remove it. God-fearing in town will only pray for stress relief. I don't really care about that one because who cares? It's just saying that he can only relieve stress from praying. It's not like, oh, he has minus 25% health. Plus 20% stress damage in Warrens. When we go to the Warrens, he's not going to be very helpful if we even have this specific character. And I think he's the only one with severe traits. Oh, she has off guard. Severe. That one's bad. Minus 4 speed on first round, minus 5 dodge on first round. So that can be kind of a pain in the ass. But we got 2 more buildings unlocked. We got the Abbey.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
And we have the Tavern.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
So you can see there's like 3 different ones you can choose from. There's some boarded up. That comes with upgrading. You can unlock more spots through like upgrading the different ones. So you can have up to like 3 people in the bar at once. And here, so you can see Reynald, he's God-fearing. He can only pray. So when we try to select him, he's not going to go to any of these. But Dismas, on the other hand, he can go to the brothel. He can't go to the bar, and he can't go to the gambling hall. That's because he's a known cheat, is not allowed to gamble while in town. But more importantly, he has a love interest. In town, will only visit the brothel for stress relief. So he just wants to see his main squeeze. Let's see. I don't think he has any. So there we go. And you can see the price is increasing as you go further down the list. And it's due to the order of how much stress is relieved. So like going to the brothel is going to relieve a lot more stress than just having a beer. You also have to worry about the caretaker, because he will take up a stress relief spot every single week. He'll always be in a different one. From what I've seen, I haven't seen him repeat in the same spot. So you do have to keep in mind for that. So like Reynald here, he's God-fearing, he's only going to pray, but he can't because the caretaker's there. So Reynald can't relieve stress at all this week. But his stress is, what, 29? It's not bad. As long as we do like a short or medium run, he'll be fine. And we have the stagecoach again. So we can see we have some new guys coming in. So now it's not scripted anymore, so now it's going to be completely random what we get here. We got another plague doctor, a jester, and a houndmaster. Houndmasters are pretty good,
A lawman and
as well
his
as jesters.
faithful beast. A bond
And
forged by battle.
I think we should be good there
bloodshed.
because only these two are pretty stressed out and are going to need a break. Now, I wouldn't recommend sending these low-level people to do stress relief because it's just going to be a waste of money. Because, as you've seen, you still have to spend money on provisioning for the next mission. So you want to try to see a profit every week. So avoiding that kind of stuff is a good idea. Not, or at least until like you have characters that are like level 3 or 4. Because that's when you're going to want to start upgrading their weapons and armor as well as their abilities. And making sure they're relieved of stress so they're ready to rock and roll each week. But this video has gone on long enough and a lot longer than I was expecting. So I'm going to call it good on that note. You guys have a good one.